Hello, everyone. Thank you for joining me. This is the Enlightened Tarot. I'm going to do a general reading right now just to help the collective. I think that the energies are a little bit intense, and also I wanted to briefly touch on what is happening in the Ukraine and Russia and everything like that. Of course, my heart goes out to everyone and everyone that is affected directly from that. And it's just, I'm very much an advocate of peace. And that's just my view on it, just so you guys know. My heart goes out to everyone who is experiencing such impact and despair from that. I know that it's really frustrating and scary, and I definitely want to acknowledge that as well. So let's get started. Let's just get a general reading for the collective. I kind of felt like, what do we need to know right now, just in general, when it comes to the future, what we need to concentrate on. And so let's get started. We're gonna do some collective messages right now. What am I meant to see for the collective? Okay. Ooh, okay. Expect powerful change. New moon eclipse. There was just a new moon that just got finished, I think, a few days ago. Nothing is yet set in stone. Okay, that's really interesting energy here. So I think that what I'm meant to say to you guys and what you're meant to hear today is that there is going to be a very powerful change. Change doesn't mean always negative or positive. I feel like there is going to be a shift in the collective, a powerful change. I feel like this also talks about, I think a lot of people are going to have a spiritual shift that is going to come. And I also wanted to say that being around the energies and being around what I experience myself, I think there has been an emphasis and like a powerful emphasis on this negativity. I feel like that has been coming up a lot. So I want to say to definitely protect yourself spiritually, energetic wise, when you sleep. That's one of the things I want to say as a collective energy message. I think that we're very vulnerable, especially when it comes to, if you are sensitive to the energies, definitely do that when you sleep. So that's one of the messages here. Nothing is yet set in stone. So the fate of humanity, I feel like, can really just change. I feel like now people are very much in a panicked mode. It's very scary and very unsure. I feel like what the energy is telling me, what source is telling me, is that nothing is set in stone. So it's saying here to me, what I interpret this as is that definitely don't panic, don't worry. There is going to be powerful change. There is going to be hope. I feel like nothing set in stone gives me a sign of hope. And new moon, so new energy coming here. This is going to be completely new. So let's get some more energies from my collective. What are we meant to hear today for the collective? Give me some messages here. Okay. So we have a few. We have child of the cosmos. The intelligence of the universe lies within you. Ooh. Then we have I remember. Soul plan of the fated life versus destiny life. Okay, I see. Then we have I'm sorry, defenseless, right past wrongs, uprooting. Interesting. Then for the last card, we have you're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness, face your true north. Oh, okay. So what this is telling me for the collective is that there's going to be an emphasis on trying to find your way. You're going to realize what you are. You're going to be connected more towards your inner self. There will be a change. There is going to be a realization that you're going to have to embrace yourself, right? Embrace your true north. This is what it's saying. You're going to discover what you're going to discover what is really truly inside of you and what is truly meant for you. I think this is a evolution of realizing where you're meant to be and who you are, if that makes sense. So your soul plan, you're going to realize, I feel like there's going to be a lot of spiritual epiphanies, a realization of where you're meant to be with your soul plan. It's like, I remember your soul is going to realize all these new things that are coming into you. And this could be like say it's like, it's kind of general in a way, but like, what, say you're trying to change your career, or say you're trying to find what you're meant to do, or like your purpose. Things have been at a pause, I feel, and it's coming slowly, like a train, sort of like revving up. Or is that revving? Revving is kind of car for a car, but like a train is going to like slowly go and progress and like slowly start up and then eventually go faster, right? So this is what the energy I'm kind of picking up here, is that there is going to be a soul awakening for you. And you're gonna realize like it's always been inside of you here, and you are also gonna be remembering what you did in the past, right? The past that you have had. It's like, I feel like too, for the collective, there has been a reborning process. You've been reborn over and over again until you realize where you're gonna go. And I think that it's always gonna be like that. In my own experience, is that you're gonna be kind of reawakening over and over and over again. This is what's happening to the collective, and it's a very big, powerful change, and it's a change within yourself that is going to happen. So let's get a few more cards here. So collective energy. Oh, okay, let's get one more. Ooh, exactly what I was saying. So we have spiritual understanding. Archangel Raziel, I'm bringing you esoteric information, dang, and symbols, and helping you understand spiritual truths. That is amazing. Wow, okay. So that's exactly what I was saying. There will be a spiritual evolution in everyone. I think if you're meant to hear this message, there's spiritual evolution coming, and it's meant to, you're going to realize it. You're going to understand it now. I feel like maybe sometimes people are unsure of where it's going to go. You're kind of, how do I navigate my spiritual growth? It's like, you're going to reach an understanding eventually. So we have healthy lifestyle. Archangel Raphael, eat a healthful diet and adequate sleep, and exercise regularly for optimal health. There might be a shift in you where you are paying attention more to your health. So that's a great way to also help you have a clear mind and clear understanding of where you want to go and be. So that's really beautiful. Peace. Okay. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Ooh, there's a lot of birds here, a lot of doves. So even here, like the wings, a lot of doves, angels. So it's telling me here, if you have angels, if you are connected spiritually like that, you are protected by your angels, and don't forget that, right? So it's saying here that remembering that you have your inner peace that you need to keep on remembering, right? You are in the power of creating and maintaining your inner peace. And that's what, maybe this is what you're going to end up doing for yourself, like creating that peace for yourself. So that's really beautiful. Wow. Okay. This is really positive actually for the collective. I think it's hard because a lot of things happening in the world, obviously. And it's just, I think a lot of it is about like reawakening yourself, like making it so you are kind of like making yourself a priority in a way as well. So, okay, Okay, so we have suffering here. This is kind of the same thing. So you see these people right here. So it's kind of similar. Like, I feel like this is what we're experiencing right now. A lot of this suffering. Look at how similar those positions are in these cards, is that there is suffering that is happening right now. This is maybe what you're feeling right now as well. And but you can see here, this is a growth. Like this one is sort of like opening his hands up and embracing the suffering and learning, right? Divine teachers, it is making you learn from what you're feeling, and you're going to gain a knowledge from what you're feeling. So, you know, acknowledging that you are maybe experiencing a lot right now. However, you are learning from what you're experiencing. New life, divine mother. Ooh, okay. So yeah, I think there's going to be a collective new life energy that is coming soon, that is coming. And I feel like in the next few months there is going to be an evolution of where you are. I feel like this is happening for everyone. So don't lose sight of the lessons that you're learning right now, even though it does involve suffering, or, you know, does involve negativity in some way, but this is your chance to learn from that as well. So invention, creativity guides. Ooh, okay. So there might be also an emphasis. You might be picking up spiritual ideas, spiritual things that you want to do. It looks like here that a lot of the collective is going to be paying attention to more of their creativity, being more creative, looking for new ways, I'd say, to like make new money. If you're an artist, definitely there's going to be a definite emphasis on creating beautiful things. I feel like there's a lot of, like, you know, in reflective of the tulips here, is that there's going to be a lot of growth. And I think also in the springtime coming up right now for us, I know that in North, I'm in California, but so over here it's more going into spring, so there is going to be new growth during the springtime for the collective. So if you've been here before, I definitely love these messages. These are self-help, like self-love energies that you can do right now that will help you kind of get more just reminding yourself that, okay, like let me work on this. Because I feel like too, for myself as well, is that we get stuck in what we're doing day to day, and we're going to, you know, don't lose track of where we need to put ourselves back, like just in general. I feel like mental check-ins day to day to make sure, like, okay, am I okay? Am I on track, or am I overwhelmed by certain things? And making sure you're aware of your emotions, and seeing and making sure like you keep yourself in check, because I feel like outside energies sometimes really affect, of course, your emotions and who you are, and like things you're doing and everything that, like, you know, it's just sometimes it's just up and down daily. And on top of that, the things happening in the world doesn't help, right? So these are things that you can do right now for you, and I think these are really beautiful, really simple. So the first one, show off your sparkle and shine from the inside. Beautiful. So yeah, that means definitely feeling good within yourself, feeling good inside, feeling good also in the mental space. Like, I feel like sometimes with everything happening, a lot of anxiety, a lot of panic, and like making sure you nurture your own mental capacity and mental thoughts, and making sure you speak to yourself in a positive way is going to help you really bring your true self out and showing off from the inside. So that's really beautiful. Forgive someone. This is very interesting because, you know, maybe there's something or someone in the past that you feel like, wow, that really hurt, and it's time to let things like that go. I know it's so not easy to let things go when it comes to a person that has hurt you, and I'm definitely the same way, but it is definitely an energy that you keep inside of yourself, and it's your choice to hold it inside of yourself. So sometimes when you forgive someone, it's also forgiving yourself as well. And that's something that I feel like, you know, think about who you want to forgive. People who has hurt you, and maybe they don't know that they're hurting you. You know, sometimes people just aren't aware, but then you are aware. You have the choice to stop and forgive them and then move on, right? And I know that's not easy, of course. That's like really depending on what it is, it can be difficult. But when you think about it in a way where you're like, okay, what do you think? Maybe some of these things are holding you back and impacting you in a negative way. And sometimes it's easier just to let go and acknowledge the fact that you had learned from it, and let's being more encouraging towards yourself and being like, okay, like I'm going to do better. It's like I'm going to make sure my boundaries aren't crossed, or make sure I don't put myself in situations like that in future and things like that. So that's a beautiful energy. Keep your thoughts positive. I actually didn't say that. So yeah, exactly. Keeping your thoughts positive, feeding yourself a very positive energy. Like how they say, if I know they say this a lot, but when you're manifesting, sometimes they what is that experiment where they had a scientist speak to water in a positive way, and then one to a negative way, and then like the water had more energy in it or something, and then the other water was just like dark, and it just right. So it's like we are that energy, and so when you speak negative to yourself, you're literally kind of subconsciously implanting those negative energies inside of you. So it's very important to make sure you speak yourself up, and sometimes even if you might even be the only person doing that to yourself, and that's the power that you have. I think that's a very powerful gift that each individual has, is that you can speak to yourself in a positive way, even though if everyone around you is negative. So just so you have that power. So, and some of these thoughts, like, maybe aren't thoughts that you've never even had about yourself. Maybe these are thoughts implanted from your parents, your old friends, like people around you from work. It's just like, you can leave those negative thoughts behind and choose the thoughts that you want to be chosen inside your mind, and like choose to feed those positive thoughts instead of those negative thoughts. So hopefully that was something that was clear. Anyways, I was sort of rambling, but set your intentions and with heart and soul. That's a beautiful closing message here for the collective. You definitely have the power to set your intentions. So definitely don't forget that you have, like, I think each individual has the power to take whatever it is, situation around you, and change it. And it's like, I know sometimes we feel like everything is against us. I've definitely felt that, of course. And it's just like, when you set intentions with heart and soul, it's the purest of intentions, and it's only meant to get better, right? So that's the only thing I feel like I'm getting here for the collective. That was a really beautiful energy. So yeah, just a summary: powerful change. You are going to realize a lot of spiritual growth that is going to happen in the next few months in springtime that is coming up for us, at least in this area of the world. And yeah, thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate your time. Definitely like, share, and subscribe, and I will talk to you later. Bye.